You wanted the slow-mo, right?
Yeah, right, the whole thing.
Good, whatever.
Hi, my name's Luke Marshall, and today I'll be presenting on the Straight Cliffs Formation found here in southern Utah. So, the Straight Cliffs Formation, like I just said, is found in central to southern Utah. It is comprised of four different members: the Tibet Canyon, the Smoky Hollow, the John Henry, and the Drip Tank members. Um, this whole formation has been aged at around 81 to 92 million years old. It covers approximately 3,600 square feet of land here in Utah, and in some places it's up to 750 meters thick. It was deposited in the western interior seaway during a warm tropical climate, and it has been extensively studied for its coal deposits and petroleum reservoirs. So the member which stands out most in the Straight Cliffs formation is the John Henry member, and it has a lot of sequence stratigraphy with four facies in two cycles, a transgressive and a regressive cycle, and it was studied extensively in the mid 1960s. They were able to find the paleo currents, and we're looking at lots of lagoonal and shore deposits. And here are two stratigraphic columns that were formed after the research was completed in the 1960s. One is of the transgressive unit, which includes facies 1 and 2, and the other is of the regressive unit, which includes facies 3 and 4. Shortly after this, some other researchers came in to do some geochronology. They wanted to find where the source rock for the deposition was coming from. And so what they did was they looked at detrital zircons and used radiometric dating to find out the age of these zircons. Through the dating and through looking at how it was the classes were sorted and how well rounded they were, they concluded that the sediment supply was coming from the severe fold and thrust belts, because approximately 300 kilometers south of the Kaparowitz Basin was the Magellan Highlands, and west of that was the Cordilleran magmatic arc, and all of the sediment supply came from those two places primarily, and the age dating of the zircons dated back to 1.9 billion years old. Something that I might add on that is that those are some of the oldest volcanic arcs that slammed into California, and it's just interesting that we're able to see zircons and rocks from that age all the way here in southern Utah. So then here is a graph showing the age ranges for the four different members and the stratigraphic intervals. Finally, we look at the fossil index, and the most abundant fossil in all of the Straight Cliffs Formation is the oyster hash bed lags. I don't know if I said that correctly, but the oyster beds. I've personally found boulders the size of school buses that are made up of just compacted oyster shell beds, and you can find like very, very well preserved oyster beds all over. However, when Escalante staircase, the Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument was declared a monument, some of the land surveyors who went out there were also doing some stratigraphic columns of the stratigraphy, and they found in the John Henry Formation, again, the formation that we talked about for the transgressive regressive cycles, that they found mammal fossils in the marine, it was like marine, partially terrestrial environment, and they found molars from Mesodma, and they found the oldest ever recorded Mesodma bone and teeth fragments that have ever been found in the whole entire world in the Straight Cliffs Formation. And here's a photo of the Mesodma, and here are photos of the teeth that were found within the formation. So, to conclude, the Straight Cliffs Formation is highly complex. It has 4 members, and it was studied for its petroleum reservoirs and its coal deposits. So the research that has been published on it is highly complex with very academic language. And a lot of it is focused very specifically on petrologists and sedimentologists. But it's very cool, and it's a great place to look at some sequence stratigraphy really close to Cedar City. Thank you.